Imagine. It's like Imagine Dragons?
Yes.
Cool beans. Chocolate. They made a very inky face. Oh. That's some nice little lights right there.
I'm almost tempted to get an ice.
Okay.
That green apple icy I had last time was really good.
Only thing I don't like about the ices is that they tend to turn into ice. And then I can't drink them. Because it's just this one solid chunk of ice.
I was doing that the last time, and I ended up just like stabbing at the ice to try and break it up, and then I like got more.
Yeah,
tried to mix it.
That works too. That's usually how I handle it. I just don't have the patience. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Face. Wicked is awesome. You will love it, Crystal.
Oh, Wicked was fucking amazing.
Angel is planning on seeing it at least one more time.
You said the P word.
I did.
Wow.
I swear to God, now what's gonna happen?
The world will end.
And nobody will ever be able to see it because all the movie theaters will be destroyed. Ah! Oh, sorry.
Hi, bud. He was being weird. Don't mind him.
I am the normal one here.
Not in this lifetime, Mr. Bud. Oh.
Also, I need to return my Wicked books to the library.
Yeah, there was something about a hold. I need to look at it. I didn't think about it, but I got an email from the library today.
Oh, my 3 new holds are probably ready.
Probably.
Yeah,
Hi,
I
Moon.
have like
Hi,
6
Ford.
books on hold now.
Hi, Dolly. Oh.
I did the apple icy last time, and it was so good. So good.
What is the pink flavor anyway?
I don't remember what it is. I can look it up. Hang on.
Look it up.
Just say I think it's a cherry, but let us look it up. We're going to do research.
Research noises.
I just typed in pink icy without any other information.
That's good job.
I swear to God.
I still say Google
okay.
is spying on us all.
Of course it is.
Thing for years.
It's been going on.
It's been going on since Google pretty much existed.
Literally.
Well, it's like when all of a sudden I go to look onto YouTube, and what's the first thing comes up?
Hi, Buzz.
Minuteman missile silo.
Hi, Hog Bus. Like I said, if they want to follow me, I don't care. They want to track my every move, I don't care. I ain't that interesting.
I always loved the joke that we had with, could you imagine if a CIA or somebody wanted to look and see what we record for the DVR, they'd be like, what is wrong with these people?
I know, our DVR is so random.
Thousand ways to die.
The other AMCs have mac and cheese bites.
Of course they do.
I hate living here. They have donut holes.
Of course they
sound
do.
Good.
So mean.
We'll go do that tomorrow morning. Go get some donut holes.
I've been wanting donuts for a couple of days. I also want cookies.
Artie?
But those have to wait until next week. No, not next week. The 3rd week. Because we want to have them close to Christmas so they don't get all hard.
Right.
And we don't have a movie next Tuesday, so we're trying to figure out what we're going to do next Tuesday and next Thursday.
We're going to throw cheese puffs at the girl.
Could be. One of those days we'll throw cheese buckets at the girl. We never looked at Christmas lights when I was a kid. We do that. Joe and I do that sometimes. There are a few up now, but it's still kind of early, so you don't see a ton of them. Hi, D-Boy. We are in Rapid City, South Dakota. I know that they have a cherry one. Are you looking at AMC?
Yeah.
AMC.
Wicked icy flavors.
How dare you?
I know.
Including the green apple icy as well as pink and green candy coated magnesium popcorn.
Wicked
Is there a Wicked pink icy?
icy.
I'm seeing one for the green one.
me, for pink, I would think bubblegum flavor, but I know. Red. I think more red would be, your strawberry or cherry or something. But
No, there's a pink one.
yeah,
But they're at Cinemarks, not at AMC's.
Oh my god, wait, I don't think it's there anymore.
It's
November 20th to December 4th.
it's called Popular Pink. My guess it was probably a cherry of some sort. I'm looking to see if any of this says what the flavor was. Hi, Brad.
Strawberry.
Ooh, strawberry makes sense.
I think it was just strawberry.
I would have liked strawberry. I would have liked raspberry better, but
Oh, God,
that you can't be too picky. Raspberry usually only comes in blue, but I will take a blue raspberry. There's a pretty little house.
well, that reminds me, they had flavored Sprite as well for it that I wanted to look at. I think I missed it last time.
I know they have. You can flavor the Sprite. The vanilla Sprite is interesting. I like it. Hi, Shangy. Thank you for sharing, Phoenix. I appreciate it immensely.
The funky stuff I learned about the sugar beets.
No.
Well, turns out the full story is a little more in depth because it goes all the way back to our buddy Seth Bullock, the guy that helped, get Belle Fourche on the map.
Right.
And apparently, when they were talking with a couple of the guys that were into the sugar beet industry, he made a deal and he says, "Well, if you can get me so many thousand acres of sugar beets, we'll build you a plant." And so he managed to get a total of 6,000 acres growing sugar beets.
Wow.
But first World War I came along, and so that, pushed things to the wayside for the time being. And then what got also funny is another company stepped into the business of trying to get them a plant. The one company out of Utah called UNI, which stands for Utah and Idaho, said, "Yeah, if your guys are, manufacturing, we can come in and put up a plant for you." Well, it kind of pissed off the people in Nebraska because they wanted the sugar beets. And so it kind of turned into a back and forth. And finally, the plant was built in the 20s, and it was almost ideal where it was up on Belle Fourche because they had all the water they needed, all the land to take and grow with, and apparently, from what they were saying, is that sugar beets require a lot of irrigation because it's part of the process that makes the sugar.
Right.
Well, up until about 1950, this plant always did a profit, but then about 1950, things started to tail off. More competition was coming into the neighborhood. Well, one of the things that they tried to do with the UNI was that they wanted to try to expand where they could grow sugar beets in South Dakota.
Okay.
And so they tried to do it down by Sioux Falls. They tried to do it up by Watertown. They tried to do it down by Vermilion. It just didn't work as well. The sugar beets were coming out with a low amount of sugar for their work. Finally, it was into the 60s. The company finally said, since this is not working, we're going to go ahead and close up the plant. And that's when they finally decided to close up the plant. They sold it and tore it down. After that, some of the other more popular crops, people were growing raspberries, apples.
Right.
Wheat still grows really good out there. But yeah, the plant is completely gone. And What's interesting is nobody apparently even grows sugar beets in South Dakota at all.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, Noli. Please be careful. Don't flood emojis. Hi, Marcus. Hi, Dre and Michelle. Hi, Tina and Tina.
Whoa.
Looks like the Boys Club's got some lights on over there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or maybe go Christmas tree hunting at night.
Don't they close at like 7?
Maybe they just did that.
I was just asking. We've been to there forever.
Forever.
So.
Yeah.
Not since they moved their store.
Nope.
It feels weird listening to Wicked as I'm going to see Y2K.
Jackie boy. Well, you're a weird child, so that makes perfect sense in some world. In your world, apparently.
I love the music so much. I've been listening to it nonstop. I'm not going to see Wicked. I'm not going to try seeing Wicked for another few days because, oh heaven above, it was horrible that day we went.
It was terrible?
There were so many people.
There were quite
There were a
few
lot of
It
people
was
there.
horrible.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that my first experience was at Golden Ticket and there was nobody except me and Safa. That's
Yeah.
all I can
I'm
say.
glad that you got that first experience like that.
Yeah.
I had another thought of something that we can do to fill that next week. We can do a movie review.
We could.
We technically have still movies left, but there's nowhere else we can put them in the calendar.
Right.
So we could just do the ones we've seen so far.
Do like a top 20 or... I think we've probably watched way more than 20, but...
I just figure like we did last year, we'll just review them all and...
Yeah.
I have no idea what would be number 1 for me.
Not a clue, Angel.
I think Terrifier and Wicked are going to compete for that.
I know, I'm just like...
I had to find you.
Yeah. I'm just like... Because I know as soon as once, like, it feels safe enough, I'm going to see Wicked a few more times. 'Cause,
Right.
like, again, I love the musical, but again, I also love Terrifier. And that whole... The whole trilogy so far has been amazing.
Yeah.
And, like, that was quickly, like, a comfort movie. Now, even still, when I'm at work, I'm just, like... As soon as I'm, like, at the cash register and everything and typing away, I'm like, God, I want to see Terrifier in the theaters when I get off. And I'm like, oh no, I can't see it in the theaters because it's out of the theaters.
Well, like I said, maybe it will come to the one of the ones up here. We'll check the local areas, and I'll see who else has theaters in the area. I think Sturgis still has one. That's kind of like our Elks, where it's a smaller theater.
Yeah.
So.
And I got Jamie. Me and Sierra last night told Jamie about Lynn's. She had no idea about it, and we were like talking about like key lime pie, and apparently they have a good one that Sierra likes to get because she lives up in Sturgis.
Ooh.
And she has to come down for work every time she's scheduled.
Ugh, I can't imagine. Especially in the winter. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And so she does a lot of Lynn's as well, and I was like, oh fuck, I love Lynn's. And she was like, it's literally amazing. And Jamie just kept looking between us like, wait, what the fuck? She like never heard of it.
Oh, you
Oh.
poor
I
child.
know. I was like, girl, it is
Oh,
amazing.
Bestie,
You
we
gotta
gotta go. Road
Please.
trip.
Their not bakery, what is it called? Their deli is the best.
I know. I was telling her about like their lunches and everything.
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
They're my
Good
favorite
lunches.
place to stop.
Oh, so amazing.
If we could move a store, I'd move that one. I
love
knew.
the wedges. I love the chicken strips.
I know. I was telling about to her like the warm chicken, the ribs.
Yeah, that's a store there that has its own zip code. We're moving in here. What?
We have 20 minutes before you guys have to go in.
It's very true.
Get a good seat and find something to munch. And
Hi, we're here for screenings that are 30 and 40 minutes away.
yeah.
We've done weirder shit than this. But we can also sit here and talk. If you're up to it next week, does that sound like a thing that you want to do with us, Angel?
Yeah.
The cheese puff war and the movie review?
Yeah. I like the idea of movie review.
Okay.
Cheese puff work sounds like fun, but again, energy.
Yeah, like I said, it just depends. Like I said, we've got to replace the. And if you don't feel up to it, Dad and I can always do Christmas lights. You know. But it was so much fun when we did it that one time. So.
Oh, there it goes. Finally. My live was like so far behind.
Oops.
And now it has terrible quality. Oh, there it goes.
Probably because I was moving the camera.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Moving the camera, it all gets pixelated for reasons.
It does that sometimes.
Maybe you guys can leave some comments about what would be fun to do next year. We have a craft that's coming that we'll do next year because it came later than I expected. When I looked on it online, it said it would be here around the 17th, and I'm like, okay, that's perfect.
And it was so funny because I looked at your guys' cart too because I put in put food in it, so I should have seen it. But no, I was like, no, this is great.
I knew it was going to be shipped. I just didn't think it was going to be shipped at the end of the fucking month.
Wow, you can really see my lipstick.
I told you, it stands out.
I rubbed a little of it off because it was like way too bright for me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grab the other one, and I was thinking we were going to be leaving later, so I was like trying to move fast. But now,
You realized you had time?
yeah, I could have brushed my hair.
Hey,
put on
Bob.
a better outfit for my future girlfriend who might be in here. Seriously, I'm still weirded out by like how.
Mixed messages we got?
Yeah. And like eventually, like it made said the P word, and that was like what really set me off. So I was like, okay, well now I gotta abandon what I had originally. So
Yeah, I was trying so hard, and then I was just like, oh my goodness, I said it. Not once, but twice. But yeah, ideas would be good, especially for next year. And October, November, and December, any of the above, all of the above. But I figure if you're up to it, the cheese ball would be fun because it was so much fun that one time we did it. And this time we'll have more ammunition.
I thought mine was at 40.
Is yours at 7:20?
Mine's at 7.
Well, then we probably
At 7:30.
Well, then we probably better get you inside then.
And buy my ticket first, and then.
We'll buy ours at the same time. We won't buy them separate. That would be weird.
You want to just wander around? I'm pretty sure they're not some places yet.
They'll let us sit inside. We've done it before.
Yeah.
I don't know that we've been quite this early, but we've been early. I was trying to think. What it was one time when we brought you with Dad and I. We were early. And we were like, are you sure it's okay? And they're like, yeah, nobody's in there. And I'm like, okay. So even though they didn't have the trailers or the commercials or any of that stuff going, they let us sit in there. So I'm not too worried about it. If they don't let us sit in there, well then we'll just wander out here.
Yeah, I'm not worried about them refusing. It just feels
Weird?
awkward and weird, yeah. I'm just like, okay, what do I do now? Because I don't have money for vending machines. I'm just like,
You play on the phone.
oh,
I said,
I wish I brought my book.
this is why I bring my book everywhere.
To be fair, I'm also just now realizing that I have books on here as well.
I was gonna say, you should have books on there too.
I'm like,
Because you have my Kindle
wait,
and you have access to a little bit. So yeah.
ooh, I do have books. Look at my books.
Just a few liquid posters up.
Those were their monsters. They sounded so baffled by it.
Right? No, none of them have changed yet, which is kind of entertaining. I think this is like the last week for ride one, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure this thing would be the last week for.
Funnel.